Hello friends, welcome back once again. Please like and share the videos I post, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. It keeps me motivated to post new and interesting chess content. So today I'm back with another game of mine from the 6 days Budapest GM tournament. This was the final round of the tournament, and the tournament wasn't really going my way. My opponent had already secured an IM norm, so I was expecting him to go all out against me as he had nothing to lose. So it's a very exciting game. I'm playing with the black pieces. My opponent starts with knight f3. I play d5, c4, e6, and b3. Knight f6, g3. He wants to flank at both of the bishops. c5, bishop g2, knight c6, castles d4. We're both playing logical moves. e3, he wants to disturb my d4 pawn. e5, e takes d4, and although c takes d4 is the best move, I go with e takes d4 to keep this structure intact. I didn't want to capture the c pawn as the e pawn just keeps things simple. So I captured with the e pawn, d3, bishop e7, and now a3. It is slightly inaccurate because it's really not threatening anything immediately. Maybe there can be b4 plans later in the game, but it's not much of a threat. I played castles, bishop g5, h6, bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6. I'm happy with the bishop pair, knight bd2, and bishop f5. I'm immediately targeting the d3 pawn. He played knight e1, defending the pawn as well as opening this diagonal for his bishop, and queen d7. Here knight e4 isn't really much of a problem because I can play bishop e7, queen d7 even prevents some h3 ideas. For example, h3 g4 is now not possible. So queen d7, rook a2 seemed like a strange move at first, but I thought that this idea was to play knight e4, force me to go back to e7 and then play rook e2 or something along those lines. So I played a5, immediately striking on the queen side. If he gets his rook to e2, I might be planning to play a4 and blast open the queen side. Bishop e4, a logical move, but it really annoyed me. I played bishop g4. I want to keep my bishop here. So bishop g4. I'm attacking his queen and trying to gain a tempo. f3. That's what I wanted. And now I play bishop h3, gaining a tempo. Play knight g2, very logical. Play knight e7. Now I see that this f3 move has created a weakness, and that is the e3 square. If my knight gets to that square, white's gonna be in serious trouble. He played rook e1. Now he has unpinned his knight and he's planning to go knight f4 and take my bishop here. Here I played bishop g5. I think I was too hasty and to prevent knight f4, but I missed that f4, bishop f6, and bishop f3 is actually a bit uncomfortable for me, as now he's threatening knight e4 and my knight isn't going to f5 anytime soon. But actually, you know what, knight f5 anyways, because knight e4, bishop e7. Actually after bishop e7 I have to give up the bishop pair, queen g4, but I figured out a way to give the bishop pair but create some problems in white's position. It's not uh, a perfect move by the Indian. Of course, the Indian finds ways to defend, and yeah, bishop g2, inviting white to ruin my pawn structure on the king side, and I want to take advantage of this e3 square because the knight is really a nuisance and it's preventing my knight's entry into the position, and I removed that barrier. According to the Indian, bishop e7 is the best move, but yeah, I don't really enjoy this much as it lacks the dynamics. Bishop g2, knight f6 check, gf6, bishop g2, and knight e3. This is really good for me. Queen h5 and f5. Queen h5, by the way, was targeting the h6 pawn and c5 pawn. At the same time, I didn't want to go queen f5. I just want to play f5, keep the position more complex. My knight on e3 is a monster. Queen takes h6 and rook a6. This is the whole point this idea is working, and I had calculated this since the moment I played bishop g2, f5. I want to bring my rook into the game. Queen h6. It looks like he just won a pawn for nothing, but rook a6. Queen h5 and king g7. And my pieces are gonna be very hostile with the queen if the queen doesn't leave this position. So he played queen f3, going away from the h file, and b5, blasting open the queen side, and rook takes e3. He was under time trouble and was too frustrated by my knight on e3 that he decided to give up an exchange for it. d3, queen e3, and rook e6. Here he played queen c5 and now queen d3. I think he missed my idea here. I'm threatening queen b1 check, and this is very good for me. He can't take the b5 pawn, so he had to play rook f2. Very logical, but I can play b takes c4 here. B takes c4 and now rook b8. I'm threatening to just bring my rooks on the last rank, and yeah, it's gonna be game over. Bishop f3. He is creating an escape route for his king. King g2. Rook b2. An amazing move from the human point of view. Here, if he takes rook takes b2, then rook e1 check followed by queen f1 is just a mate. King f2 also runs into queen f1 mate. So you can't take on b2, and now for example, if he plays, for example, let's say queen takes a5, or something like queen c7. My threat is rook e1 check, king g2, and queen f1 mate. Queen a7 is more logical than the same idea because he's defending the rook. It's such a beautiful checkmate. That's what I calculated and played rook b2. And if he tries h4, creating an escape route for his king here, and then I play rook e1 check anyways, and it seems like king h2 is completely safe, but it's not. Queen takes f3 seals the deal, as both queen h1 and rook h1 checkmate are the threats. Even the rook is hanging. There are no perpetual. So king g2, sidestepping all checks. Rook e1, a very strong move, threatening queen f1 checkmate. As the rook is pinned, as I mentioned, he played king h3, and the only move that survives somehow. Still, it's winning for me, but this delays the inevitable outcome. King h3 and rook takes f2. Queen takes f2, rook e3, the best. Bishop d5, and now I grab the pawn. Queen takes a3. Queen c2, targeting my f5 pawn. He is just fighting for some counterplay, for any chance. If I make a mistake, he might be able to equalize. So queen d3, queen a2 is a horrible blunder. He had to play queen b2 check in order to stay alive somehow. Yeah, still I'm winning queen c3, queen b7, but that's what I calculated. This was his best try apparently. Played queen a2 and it's simply game over now. Queen f1 check, bishop g2, and I played rook e2 too hastily. Queen takes f4 is just GG. It's game over. Now I'm threatening queen g4 mate, and he has no good way to prevent it. And moreover, I'm threatening queen at 6 mate. He has to play something like bishop d5, let's say queen g4, and at least I win a queen. But what I played in the game was also computer's second choice, and rook e2. It also wins. The point is that we're just simplifying, and my a pawn is gonna run to be a queen. Rook e2, bishop takes f1, rook takes a2, bishop d3, a4, bishop f5, a3. He is just playing on, and after some moves, yeah, he got mated here. So I hope you enjoyed the game. It was a thriller last round game. So see you soon in another video. Till then, goodbye.